All along this promenade, the salt water laps at the pebbles on the shore at high tide. Locals can tell at a glance whether the tide is coming in, going out, or resting, slack between the two. But the sea isn't always so predictable. Persay Harbor, stretched out before you, was a difficult place for ships to weigh anchor, so much so that they preferred to remain offshore even with heavier anchors. As soon as the weather took a turn for the worse, fishermen would haul their boats up onto the shore and hope the waves wouldn't roll in far enough to reach them. For the longest time, transfers were made using small boats from ship to shore. Until the current wharf was built around 1950, passengers were sometimes even carried off the boats to dry land, more often than not to great peals of laughter. But the greatest change these years witnessed was the appearance of boats, trawlers, for example, that were especially designed for fishing on the high seas. These deep sea vessels were steered by four men, meaning that boats could travel much further and bring home more fish. Changes were also made to the way fish was processed to comply with new government standards. In 1954, Robin opened a factory in Paspiviak that employed 60 people to process fish brought in by six trawlers. The days of snow rooms, salt sheds, and fish stages suddenly seemed long gone. And yet, even in this age of industrialization, 80% of fishermen still use their traditional equipment, which meant that the odd fishing boat could still be spotted before dawn, slipping gently past the rock as it slept.